Hey, this is ASpengler, and in this video I'm going to be taking apart my Metz MOC. It's sad, but I'm going to need those pieces for the upcoming MOC, and you can kind of see I've been putting out base plates, as you see around the Metz MOC, to kind of just get an idea of how much room I have and how many base plates I can fit. So at the moment, and then I guess also you could get a peek at my kind of nights I have. I was building some of those guys that I got in the orders and then just kind of putting all the other guys out. So I guess you could get a look at those. But now coming to show you guys all the base plates kind of dimensions that I have so far, with the exception of a little bit of space. I have 4 large gray base plates, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, so 4 by 3 large gray base plates. And then with this extra space I can't fit in quite another large gray base plate layer right along there, but I found that if I really need to, I can add just one more layer of these large, I think they're large green base plate. I could fit a row in between somewhere here, but I'll see if I need to do that later, like when I'm mapping, kind of doing the foundation work and kind of looking at pictures. I'll see if this is kind of enough room to build that Itter Castle MOC. I think it might be, so, but just in case I have that a little bit of extra room in case I need it. So I guess it's sad that the Metz MOC is coming down. It's been one of my favorite MOCs that I've built so far. It's really detailed. I put a lot of, as much detail into it as I could. So let me get all these base plates out of the way so I can give you guys one last look of it. Okay. I guess I could show or also talk about it, some of the details that I like to you guys. I really liked how the smoke detail turned out for the Sherman that's been hit. Zoom in on that. That's a good detail part for this. Thought that turned out really nice. Also the tracks that are the muddy tracks that the tanks made, that turned out pretty well. There. And also I liked this, I guess it's not new for everyone, but the sandbag technique that I used. I haven't used that before, so I thought that was pretty nice. And in this back area, I really like how this kind of muddy road / terrain detail turned out. See that? So there's the sandbags and then this kind of muddy road. Also, I've never gotten the chance to, I've kind of tried to do this little cobblestone look before, but I never really had enough of these studs. So in this MOC I got enough studs so I could fully cobblestone that in, and that turned out really nice. So these are definitely techniques I'll use in the future. And also, if you notice, I put all those boots on, or the shoes the guys are wearing, or legs, the dark gray with those black boots. Those look really nice. I replaced all the guys with that. Oh, again, also the kind of ruined building turned out really nice. Oh, sorry if you guys see a lot of dust on this. It's been a couple weeks since, well, I guess I haven't really dusted at all lately, so again, I'm sorry that I haven't gotten this video out to you guys sooner. I've been kind of busy with the start of school, and I just kind of really didn't want to break it down. I guess I was just procrastinating the breakdown of it. Oh, and also I added that World War brick motorcycle right there, in case any of you spotted that. So that's about it. So just giving you one last look. Oh, and you might notice some grass pieces have fallen over also. My cat will come and he'll just kind of attack it. He likes playing with those little grass pieces. So that's kind of one last look at the Metz MOC before it's gonna kind of come down. Yeah, I have to take it apart for pieces, so it's sad, but I feel like the inner castle will be, I'll try to get it as detailed or a little bit like as the detailed level. This maybe not quite as much because it's going to be quite a bit bigger. That would be quite a bit more expensive, but I'll try to get it more detailed than the Operation Torch MOC so it still looks really nice. And so I'll definitely be utilizing these pieces. So sad that I have to take it down, but there's a lot of pieces that I need to use from this. So I guess for a start I'm gonna take off the minifigures, the vehicles, and then kind of go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, now all the infantry or minifigures and vehicles are now off. Starting to look plain already, but I guess you can kind of get a better view of the detail. Cobblestone, the walls, kind of that road right there. Right here I got all the guys. Were 18 US infantry minifigures and then 5 tankers, and then there were 13 German infantry right here. I didn't get the guys out of the house yet. I think there's 5 in there, so I guess 18 total German infantry. And then also I took off those crates. And as far as vehicles, there was the 2 M4A1 Shermans and then the 2 Willys Jeeps. It's not focusing for some reason. There we go. And then for the German vehicles, there was that Kettenkrad and then the Pat gun and also the motorcycle, but that was kind of added in just last minute. Okay, so now all those the minifigures and the vehicles are off. Now I will go ahead and take off the buildings. I'll probably keep those intact. I'll probably, for the things that I'll save for this MOC, I'll save the vehicles and then probably these 2 buildings because they're easily removable and I guess they kind of represent the MOC. And so I'll take off the trees, the buildings next, also the sandbags, that wall, and then I guess it'll be pretty plain after that. So I'm going to go ahead and keep taking it apart. Okay, now all the trees are off. I got the buildings off and the sandbags and a little bit other parts. So it is looking pretty flat now, but there's still all those details. I guess you can see those details a little better, or even better now. See those like artillery craters, and also I left the stumps in of the trees. So those aren't more artillery craters, those are just tree stumps. But there you can see kind of the details alongside the road, the muddy details, the cobblestone that was around the houses, and so there's the house. Get that. You can kind of just get a better view of this ground detail. There's the cobblestone and then the kind of muddiness, and also with that muddy detail I did that also with the dirt. That turned out nice. There's that little swamp there. So that's what's been taken off so far. I think next I'll go ahead and get all the grass out, and that'll take a little while, but then it's going to be a pain getting all these studs off, so guess I'll start with something easy by just taking out the grass. So now I'll just go ahead and keep taking it apart. Okay, now all the grass is off. Here's all that grass. It's starting to get a bit more plain, but there's still all this little detail stuff, so I'll probably now go ahead and start clearing at least half of this. There's not as much on this side, so I'll do most of this, and then also here, and then the stuff along the roadside. I'll leave it's really dense up here, so I'll leave all the cobblestone and that kind of mud detail for after, but I'll start just by getting this so then it goes just down to the plates underneath, or the plates underneath all that detail stuff, so it will get a lot more plain. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep removing these pieces and taking this apart. Okay guys, it is starting to look plain like it was back towards the beginning. I have completely taken off all the detail parts on the first half of the MOC, and next is that, it's going to be hard to get all those studs off. It's all that cobblestone kind of detail work, and all that mud road. So that's going to take a little while to get off. So I split it into two parts, so now I'm gonna go ahead and remove this, and then it's gonna look completely plain. So I'll go ahead and continue taking it off. Okay, we are now nearing the end. All the detailed work is now off, I guess, except for that little tread path. So now it's just back to the basic bare plating. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this off, take all the plates off, and then I'll come back and show you guys the foundation again, and then I'll take that off, and then we'll be done. So we're almost done taking apart the Metz MOC, so I'll go ahead and keep working. Okay, now all the plating or top covering is now off. Here you can see most of it. The brown and the green were two decent sized bags of that. That was what most of the top plating was. There also was this small bit of dark tan just around the buildings, and also in this patch I still kept these, I didn't break them yet. Those just fit in there. Also the little top one up there. So now it's all down to the foundation. Here you can see kind of how I foundation my MOCs. Here, let me zoom in to kind of show you a bit. I have all these layers that I use to help kind of show the terrain, how it would probably be like. So I have it go up by like one plate layer at a time, so it's a more gradual change instead of like a step like this, so it's more natural, what like landscape would actually look like in real life. So, but this did use quite a bit of bricks. For my next MOC, I probably won't do this same kind of technique with the cross and like this, because for the two MOCs I did, the Operation Torch one and this Metz MOC, it used basically all my bricks up. I had to kind of just dig out some the reserves that I had, and I used basically all of them, and I started using like my old weights that I kind of, and just all those different kinds. So I'll try to come up with a different technique other than this. so I won't use quite as much brick, so you'll probably see a different technique. I haven't really figured it out yet, but I'll figure that out once I start building, which should be soon now that I'm coming more to an end. I guess you could still see kind of the resemblance of what it was like when the plating was still on. Just kind of weird colors now, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up taking it apart. So next time you'll see it, you'll just see all the pieces. I'm just gonna go ahead and just scrap all this instead of coming back for another section. So next time you see it, it will be completely taken apart. Okay, it is now completely taken apart. Metz MOC is no more. And after getting all that foundation taken apart, there was a ton of bricks used in that. A second, I'll show you that. So there's the 4 base plates. I'll show you guys all the pieces involved. Well, first of all, you have all those guys here. And then the buildings. The outside pieces, I had these. So 2 bins full of those. There's some my plating pieces. So I sorted out the gray ones because I use those in tanks sometimes. So I'll probably still use them in the mock building, but I just kept those separate just in case I needed them. And I hear a whole bag full of plates. I can't even close it, it's too full. Is that? This whole Lego bin is full of those, plus 3 more little tubs full. Here I've got all those plates, the red ones, the green plates. And here I got all those detailing pieces, some little grass detail, all these brown studs, all the cobblestone studs, lots of road detail stuff, all the grass, some more from like the ruin building, detail stuff. I had all these corner pieces throughout. Here's that dark tan pieces, and then also all the tree pieces over there. So that's a ton of pieces using the Metz MOC. It may have looked small before, but just all this is pretty big. I guess it gets more compact when you build with it. So that's all the pieces, and now it is completely finished taking apart the Metz MOC. So now it is time to move on to start building the inner castle. So I think I'll try to start those weekly segments out as soon as possible, probably the week after I get this video out to you. And again, I'm sorry I didn't get this out sooner. I've been pretty busy with school starting again and all that kind of stuff. So, but now it is done. I've got a good amount of pieces to get started on the inner castle, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And I feel like it'll be a fun build. To finally get my castle that I've been wanting to build. And again, I think I'm gonna, for the moment, I'm planning on having it be a 2-part build with castle for the first segment. So I'll build the castle. It'll be in the medieval time period, just to remind you guys. And then on the second part, I'll kind of modify it a bit, whatever, like the age it's been, and speed up to World War II, where I'll have kind of the battle that happened there. If you haven't looked it up, I recommend you doing it. It's an interesting battle. Again, it's Itter Castle, Itter. I hope to see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching.